Hey everyone, Anne-Marie here. Thank you for joining me. So I'm making this short video. I want to explain to you what flow means to me. Flow is the workshop that I'm presenting on April the 20th. It's a whole day's workshop. You're going to get level 1 and level 2, and you're really going to find some deep connections with yourself that will allow you to live in flow, living your best life all of the time, more of the time. And when I was thinking about how am I going to get this message across to people about what flow is, and it took me back to when I was a nursery manager. I was a nursery manager for between 8 to 10 years, and I loved it. I love working with children because they are the best example of flow, aren't they? You know, when they're really engrossed in their play and you're calling them and they actually don't hear you. They're zoned out. You may think they're being ignorant or naughty. I know it's because they're so engrossed in their own learning, in actually being in the present, being in the now, and that you should allow them to have those times because it's part of their development and part of their learning for a start. But I digress. What is flow? Whilst I was a nursery manager, doing the 9 till 9, I was constantly planning my happiness. I was planning for holidays. I was planning for weekends. I was planning for nights out with my friends. I was planning experiences that would give me happiness. And that in between those planning experiences, I was actually pretty miserable most of the time. I felt like, most importantly, I felt I was getting old before my time. I just felt like, you know, there must be more than this constant cycle of work, sleep, happiness in between. Work, sleep, happiness in between. You know, and the moments of happiness, they were too few. There was not enough of those moments of happiness to make everything else worthwhile. The 70 or 80 hours a week I was working certainly didn't equate to the amount of hours of happiness that I was getting in a week anyway. So I decided to change, and I decided to go on such a journey. I didn't even know how huge the journey would be for myself. I didn't actually know. All I know is I needed to do something different. Wow, that journey was huge. It is and still is amazing. But what I learned along the way, there are some, I suppose you could call them secrets, because I didn't know them. I had to discover them for myself. And some of them were quite challenging, and some of them were absolutely euphoric. And what I've done for this flow workshop is I've put together the sort of 10 overarching things that I found out, or states that I found out that I needed to be in to be able to achieve this happiness all of the time. And I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it, because even though I'm not as sprightly as I used to be, I am living my best life. It's indescribable. And I know that if you knew how to do it, you would love it too. I know that you would love the idea of being in constant happiness and never having to plan again for your happiness, never having to worry about being happy. No more tears, just an expanded state of constant joy. And it is, and you can have that too. I would love for you to come on this workshop. It's on the 20th of April. It's going to be all day. We're going to have lunch together. We're going to learn together. It's at the De Rougemont Manor, which is a gorgeous, beautiful environment. I'll put some videos up of the environment that we'll be going to. But I have to say to you, it will be the best decision that you've ever made, and your future self will be so happy you did it. I really am looking forward to sharing this journey with you, because your joy is my joy. And when you're living your best life, I'm living my best life too. I really look forward to meeting you. Bye for now.